Should I leave my husband or should I stay? Today I want to try this new format where I record my voice and then just put on top of that the picture, so it's a little easier for me to do it. Hopefully we'll do it more often, and we'll answer questions from my Telegram chats to give value and information here. So today's question was, should I go or should I stay? And the woman asked and stated that it was verbal abuse in the relationship. So my very first point is that verbal abuse is an abuse. You don't deserve that, right? Happens for a reason. You attracted that in your life, maybe on unconscious level, obviously not consciously choosing the person who will tell mean things to you. I don't think you would ever choose it consciously, but it's your responsibility to see the choice and to learn from it, to ask questions like, what was the purpose of that? What can I learn here? And in general, what happens in abusive relationship is that two people, partners, if it's, partnership of two people, and at the same time, each of them are going on the triangle, abuser, victim, savior triangle. So at one moment of time, you become abuser, at another moment of time, you become a victim, and another time you are a savior, a person who tries to rescue someone, to help so much, to fix something. And your partner most likely goes at the same triangle, the same thing. He is or she is an aggressor at some time victim, at some time rescuer. It's almost impossible to fix such relationships, unfortunately. And it 80% of chances of cases after divorce from abusive relationship, woman gets to even more abusive relationship. It actually happened to me. Within 6 months after the divorce or after the breakup from abusive relationship, 80% of women would get herself into even more abusive relationship, because it's subconscious, unconscious process, and healing needs to be done to fix it. But through such relationship, we can actually heal. So it's very healthy to just start to recognize that. Second part was that she was afraid that she doesn't have enough finances. About that, the story is that finances come to an adult. You have to be in adult mode, adult ego state, where you manage that, where you see clearly what's going on, when you're not just expecting someone to take care of you, buy you stuff, but you have a budget, you understand where your money are going to next month, you have clarity, you see the money as a tool, and you know how to operate that. I can definitely explain more on that. I was learning that for years because I met my ex-husband when I was 18. I was working, but then when we moved here, he was taking care of a lot of things, and I didn't even realize that. I was working, but I didn't have much responsibilities for that. At the same time, I was paying for daycare, and it was tons of money, but inner state was definitely not adult, which is now when I live alone, and it's everything has to be covered, and it's just me, right? So on finances, it's a different topic. We can talk more about it if you have specific questions. And the third part was that there's two more. One more is that there is a pile of emotions attached to any breakup, right? It's very sad. For me personally, it's so sad. Today, actually, no coincidence, when I'm recording this is September 1st, and it's the day when I met my ex-husband 19 years ago. So so many beautiful memories. Such a sad day, but you know how life jokes with us and gives us stuff. So today also is a celebration of me being 6 months in my new relationship with my amazing boyfriend, and we plan a celebration at night. So fun stuff to deal with at the same day, sadness and celebration. So about that is that yes, every breakup is very challenging, piles of emotions, piles of sadness, piles of fears, anxieties. When you see piles of emotions, it's information. And that's where you also stop, observe, and start to work on them, changing piles that feel so heavy into emotions that were worked on, which feels light and spacious, right? So there can be the work done on that. And the last topic was that, what do I do? There's children involved, right? Like, it's so scary to leave children. Yes, totally agree, totally understand. That is very scary to think of what's gonna happen with children. What helps is to realize that sometimes we are helpless as parents. We give birth, but we are not a creator of their fate. If it was their fate to go to be a part of a family where parents get divorced, well, you're just doing this role. You're the parent. It's not that you control their destiny. No. That's one. And second one is that we as parents always traumatize our children. Always. All of us. We all got traumatized by our parents, even when we don't remember that. Like, when I started my therapy first session, I remember I was saying, oh, no, I had such a beautiful, perfect childhood. My parents are super loving people. Guys, it took me about 4 or 5 years of the therapy to even remember that I was daily physically abused. Daily, on daily basis, physically abused. Brain shuts that part off. You might not remember stuff. Your body will remember. I actually remembered about that on the massage table. It just hit me. She just touches me, my body, right? And I'm like, oh my God, this is what was happening. And I did not even remember that. Body remembers everything. That's why I love so much to work with energy, because it works with body processes. It works with physical body directly. And that's where all of the changes live. So yeah, help here was to realize that as parents, we always traumatize our children, and that's a norm. It is a normal. It's definitely very sad. We can have so much resistance to that. We don't want that. We don't want to see that. But this is the truth. So when you accept this truth with your heart, maybe it even gives more love to the child. Like, if I think that I traumatized my baby, of course, at the same time, I want to save him, right? I want to help him to process all of it. And there are tools on how to help babies, help children to feel better, right? So if you have more questions, please let me know. And yeah, hope I answered that one specific request about should I leave or should I not leave. Another thing I actually want to add is that all of the relationships, just like everything else in life, ends. Either one partner die or walk away. Nothing lasts forever. And that also helplessness here. You cannot help it. It's life. And realization that life is life and we cannot control that, I think it's liberating. I think it brings freedom, it brings change. And change is always for the best, especially if you grow from that. It's always for your personal development and growth. Change is an enemy of stability, and change is beautiful. So whatever it is, it's not an invitation to leave, because I have a completely different topic of how you can stay in the relationship and improve yourself. So in the next one, you actually get so much better partner, and you can practice being better partner and better person staying in the relationship. But it's highly not recommended when relationship is abusive. You do not deserve that. Hope you know that you deserve happy, beautiful life, and definitely it's in your power to go and get that. And that's where I will end this story. Be happy, be strong, go and get it. So much love. Thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful day.